Now, we've got a glimpse into the horticultural world of Sharleen Spiteri, the frontwoman of the Glaswegian band Texas.
Gardening, for me, gives me that clarity of mind. Just clears my head.
I'm out to get peas, but I'm probably going to eat more than a peck.
Breathing in beautiful fresh air and getting your hands dirty and being down your hands and knees. It's a bit of a reality check, isn't it? I'm Sharleen Spiteri. I am in the band Texas. I live here with my husband, who is a chef and restaurant owner, and this is where we hunker down. This is a living garden. It's not manicured, so everything doesn't get cut back to look manicured. We literally leave everything till it dies back, and then we'll cut. And obviously that's really good for nature and wildlife as well.
This is our little path that we cut all the time for past the lake so as you can walk round. Just trying to keep it a bit wild and a bit, yeah, it's all about wild.
So we've got some wildflowers going in here, but this is it's like finding one of those paths in an old house. You're like, oh, there's a staircase. Some people go, is that a weed or is that a plant? And it's like, well, if it is a weed, who cares? Do I like it? I'm just going to leave it in there. It's nice to have little seating spots and little, you know, different views of the garden and to be able to just like chill in different places. It's funny how you pick up on sound. Just to hear the birds and just, you know, in the wind blowing and the sound of the trees and the leaves. I don't know, I find it very freeing. I guess it stops my jukebox in my head running, which runs a lot, with just music going do all the time. There's a lot of beautiful trees in this garden, which is very important because it gives us all the different shades and colours and areas.
These are the beautiful Douglas firs. Looking at this amazing bark. It's just beautiful. I love it. Bit of Scotland. A little bit of Scotland and Wales for me.
Gardening never started for me, it's just always been there. My mum was a great gardener, my dad's a really good gardener. We used to go to my granddad's allotment. When we were having our little breaks from picking, we would sit and through the gate you could see there was a bus stop. And my granddad used to sit on this bench and my granddad would say, okay, so tell me this person's story. And we had to take turns and we had to tell a story of what we were looking at. And I really, really think that's what made me a songwriter, was that observation of people and emotions and feelings that you feel when you look at them.
We are in our polytunnel where we do all our tomatoes. Everything's grown from seeds.
We've also got 25 acres and we supply all the fruit and veg to my husband's restaurants.
When I go on tour, I normally come back with like boxes of seeds of different things. This is a tiger. We call this a tiger. You can see it's got all the stripes, which is cool. And then we've got these little babies here, which are actually, believe it or not, these are actually cucumbers, round cucumbers.
I think there's always circles in life, and it's funny because it started when, you know, I was a young kid. It started in a vegetable plot in my granddad's allotment, and, you know, now I still think, God, I wish I could show my granddad my allotment. Lunch is served. The small things in life never leave you, and I've come full circle to basically want my own allotment now.